Yeah, here we go. First game. New World Championship Qualifiers 2019. Garja versus Rayaku, maybe? Once again, I'm not really sure how to say that. Dutch mirror. So this'll be interesting. We need to do a quick check just to be sure. Okay, both players have a mine. Garjas is in front of his base. Doesn't really matter. Hunt here, hunt here, hunt here, hunt here. So they both got two herdable hunts. His is a little further away, but that's okay. Then they both have a third hunt back here. So that should be more than okay. Looks good by me. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but you don't really want it to be. You want to have a little bit of random deviation in the game. So I imagine Garja is probably going to pick up that 50 coin treasure. Oh, and going to market start. That's a little bit. It's nice. Sometimes though, if you don't macro quite properly, it can lead to you aging a little bit late. Although with getting this treasure, I think you'll be just fine. And getting the hunting dogs early is really nice. So what you do, you build the market, and then you trade gold for wood to build your house. And then he got the 50 wood treasure to start, so he doesn't have to gather any extra wood. So if we look at text being researched right now, he overpopped himself. He should unqueue a Vil and go ahead and get hunting dogs, but I mean, I guess this is okay too. Just gathering for it. We should see hunting dogs popping up here. I mean, he's got 50 coin and 50 wood. I'm not exactly sure why he's not queuing up hunting dogs. But whatever, it's okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? So he's decided just to build a market and not to get hunting dogs. I mean, I guess that's okay. He basically just got the market for free, and that'll let him get his market upgrades faster, but I think it potentially would be a little better just to gather a little bit of extra coin, and get hunting dogs, but, you know, whatever. Both these guys are a little bit better than me. And it looks like they're both doing 14 village ups, which 14 village ups always it's always been interesting to me. Okay, yeah, he's just saying now. Okay, so he did intend on getting hunting dogs, but he didn't do the math correctly to get the right amount of gold, and really, he's aging at 235 with 14 Vils. He could have been aging at 240 with 15 Vils, so it probably would have been better for him to do that. So now he's just throwing a lot of Vils on here to get hunting dogs real quick, and then he's probably going to move the Vils to wood. Or not. He's what you normally do as Dutch in transition is you would put most of your Vils to wood, a few to coin, or a few to food, and then gather to build your bank, which is what Blue's doing up here. But Garja is gathering a lot of coin, which tells me that he's wants to play a little bit aggressive, maybe? I'm honestly not sure. I don't know why Dutch would be gathering. Oh, okay, so he was just gathering coin to market trade to get wood, because it's a little bit more efficient than actually gathering wood. The first few market trades, when you only have to trade like 125 coin for wood, it's actually cheaper to gather coin and trade it for wood. So that makes a lot of sense. And it looks like Blue, they're both a little bit late on their bank because they did 14 Vils, so they're both dropping a bank right about now. And that's the thing about aging 14 Vils, you don't actually usually get your bank up much faster. And you'll see that Blue doesn't even have a shipment yet because he doesn't have enough XP. Garja has a shipment because he got a little bit more treasures in age 1, so he got a little bit extra XP. So he's shipping either a bank wagon or 700 wood right now, probably 700 wood. And there's Blue's shipment. He's now shipping his first shipment. So what they decide to do with this wood will also kind of tell me what they're shipping first. It looks like blue is saving to build another bank, which tells me that he's shipping 700 wood first. Garja also looks like he's going to be building another bank. So both these players, if we go to shipments sent, we'll probably see that they're both doing 700 wood. Although blue getting a TP, I'm not. It's interesting. I'm honestly not sure if it'll pay off. Oh, and he's going a stable. I think Garja's build is a little bit better. Although he's dropping a I think at a Dutch mirror, this is the later that you can drop your stable, the better. Because your opponent's got to run his cap all the way across the map, so you can drop your stable 20 or 30 seconds later than your opponent does, and really still be okay. The TP is interesting. I wonder if we'll see that paying off. And yeah, now Blue's dropping his second bank a little bit later than Garja's. And if we look at text complete, Garja has hunting dogs, Blue doesn't even have a market, so I'd say that overall Garja is definitely a little bit ahead, although we'll see if this TP ends up paying off for Blue, because it'll really probably speed up his shipment progression a little bit. Blue about to kill, potentially, Garja's Explorer. This Tiger doing a lot of damage. One more claw and his Explorer's dead. Claw him. And yeah, so that's a nice 45 XP, and it also denies a little bit of scouting. Although Garja's been running his Envoy through the base, so he kind of has been seeing it anyway. And there's 5 cap. And we can see now, Blue has another shipment to send. Garja's still waiting on his shipment. Only 3 Hus out. Oh no, run Blue. Okay, nice. He'll get away here. Unless Garja might be able to send this one cav up the side and snare him. Okay, Blue noticed that and he's just going in a different direction. Although, we'll see. Garja, I mean, this is really, really smart from Garja, just sending one out, because if Blue engages here, Garja will still win. And then, this Hus right here is probably going to catch these Hus, and he'll get at least a Vil, if not all these 3 Hus out of it. Oh, and he got the snare in. Blue really needs to pop some more Hus. And he just needs to fight this, because if you run away from this, you're just losing these units for nothing. At least just turn around and fight, get some damage in. Fight like a man. Stop running. Oh, that was really smart Envoy positioning from Garja, because he saw those additional reinforcement Hus coming in. And now it looks like he should escape there. If Blue had been paying attention, he probably could have snared the Hus with the Explorer, but it's okay. Garja dropping his 4th bank with the wood. Blue still only on 3 banks, although he'll probably drop a 4th bank with this wood as well. And if we look at the text complete, still only hunting dogs. And there goes bank number 5 from Garja. Well, my man Blue over here is dropping his 4th bank. So it's looking like Garja is about a bank ahead, because there's really no way for Blue to make another bank, at least in Age 2, because he has no more wood shipments, and he's shipped the bank wagon. So we'll see. I imagine we'll just see them running around with their Hus a little bit, being sure they're not getting raided. And Blue's stacking this shipment, so I guess he's intending, it looks like they're both sort of trying to macro towards Age 3. And Blue is he's a shipment ahead because of this TP, and he's saving it looks like, for an Age 4 or Age 3 shipment. And if we look at this, Garja is 1 bank ahead, and he did kill 1 Vil. So that's where we're seeing the economic unit population disparity. I wonder... Okay, Garja also has steel traps and placer mines. Well, my boy Blue only has hunting dogs. So Garja's even a little bit more ahead than this would have you to believe. They're both aging at approximately the same time. I mean, I say that, I don't know where else Blue's resources could have gone. Except into 8. Oh yeah, there. Now it's showing. So Garja will be up about 15 or 20 seconds faster. Not that big a deal. And yeah, actually it looks like Garja was sending a shipment earlier, but he canceled it to save it for age 3. So I wonder if we'll see them. Oh, and there goes Blue Scout. If we'll see them go with 1,000 wood first, kind of the greedy playstyle, or if they'll ship units. It looks like Garja, looking at the pop, it looks like he shipped 9 Reuters, would be my guess. And, or unless he queued a lot of Reuters. We'll see, though, here in about 15 seconds, what pops. And Blue just shipped 2 shipments back to back. And so one of his shipments was resources, because we didn't see his pop go up when the other shipment disappeared from up here. Over here hunting, so yeah, it was 1,000 wood from Garja. So he must have just queued Reuters, and that's why his pop went up. Maybe. Because Blue's Reuters are out now. Garja has no Reuters, though. Oof. Oh, 9 Reuters. Ooh. Oh, and Garja does have Reuters. I'm blind. And I think that this is definitely going to be playing into Garja's favor, because I don't think Blue is probably going to be able to make much happen with this 9 Reuters shipment. Well, Garja is just upping his infrastructure with that wood that he sent. And we're seeing that in the score difference. And both players are kind of, their macros both a little rough. This is something you often find yourself in with Dutch, is a lot of resources and kind of inability to spend it in early Fortress, because you usually only have 1 military unit building. Okay, and there's 1,000 wood from our boy Blue. I would imagine he'll drop like a Rax, another stable, maybe another bank with it. There's 8 skirms from Garja. I think in a Dutch mirror, if you can get away with not shipping units and sending unit upgrades instead, that ends up being a lot better, because you pump out units so fast. You know, he's got a 50 eco. Who cares about Patrick Mahomes? Got a 50 eco, so he can be making quite a few units. And they're both they're both outside of their base, although Garja elected to kind of herd this hunt right here into his base. Well, Blue's just left this hunt alone and moved over to this side hunt. Although Blue going Artillery Foundry, and that could actually, if he surprises Garja with like 3-4 Falconets, they could put in work. Now, I'm still a little bit concerned that he only has 1 stable. I don't think he's going to be able to master Reuters quite fast enough. But we should see here in a minute or 2 a few Falcons off. 8 Halberdiers? What? I don't know about that one, Cotton. See, Garja going infantry combat. I like that. 8 Halberdiers is. And there's, 4 Falconets, and Blue really needs to make something happen with 4 Falconets. I'm pretty sure Garja's seen this Artillery Foundry, so the second you see that, or the second you see these Falconets, he needs to drop an Artillery Foundry himself and make 2 calls. Because assuming that Blue doesn't have some sort of massive error in micro, it's hard to deal with calls. Although rest in peace to these vills. Okay, well, Garja decided to back off. Blue drag boxing these, leaving his Falconets in the open. And Blue needs to make something happen. Although it looks like Garja's just gonna mass Huss and just count on these Huss to deal with the Falconets. Oh, okay, never mind. He was dropping an Artillery Foundry. I was going to say, it's risky to do that, because you have a player with good micro, with these Reuters and Halbs, and it's going to be very, very hard to get the Huss on top of the Falconets. Now I don't know how good Blue's micro is, so it could be that this big massive hussars would be enough to take down the falconets. I'm really not sure. Oh, and these cannon volley on the vills only end up killing one vill. They don't. Oh damn! There goes 3 more down. They don't have a multiplier versus vills like they do versus infantry, which is why we don't see more dying. Blue definitely needs to. Oh, Blue, what are you doing? Oh no. This right here though, this is a really good place to fight though. If he can take a fight right next to this mosque, this mosque is going to cause all sorts of pathing issues for the Huss. And Garja doing the smart thing, trying to buy time. Blue right now has very low mobility. Oh my god, Hackapels. Oh, he spent 1,000 coin on these, and I don't know. Okay, there's the culverins from Garja, and a lot of bills look like they're going to be going down over here. Although, yeah, a lot are dying, although he does have his Reuters over here. But if he's not careful, and there goes a call volley, and he's retreating with his Huss here. All the falconets but one are down, and I think this is spelling GG. He's down by 6 units, or 6 vills, down 20 military. And kind of his trump card was where the Falts are now down, so I don't really see how he comes back into this game. The Hackapels are just going to drop. The Reuters will one-shot them, and they're just going to go down real fast. And after this fight, I imagine we'll see a GG for Blue. Yeah, there we go. I think Garja's build was just a little bit smoother, a little bit better. He had more of a game plan. Blue really, when he popped these 4 falconets, he needed to make something happen with them quickly. But he gave Garja enough time to add an artillery foundry and add his own culverins. And look at this resource gap. In Emir, this is just that extra bank. This is just the hunting dogs earlier, the steel traps, the placer mines coming into play. Then in the military population, yeah, once the Culves killed the falconets, that was really just it. Garja had more units, better upgraded units, so it was an interesting build from Blue, but like I said, I think he needed to pressure a little bit earlier. Really, when you invest that heavily into cannons, you have to know that your opponent is going to be making culverins, and you really can't give them time to get out culverins. So I guess let's see what the map is. Pampas. Patmas. Lol. I think Garja picks it first. I'm gonna run to the little boy's room real quick. I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, we back, lads, and Garja's still not picked his civilization. I'd imagine on Pampas, I mean, you got no TP. India will be a solid pick. Brit is the problem on this map with Brit is that it's things can get so spread out. The food can be so spread out that if you're playing versus somebody who's good at raiding, like kind of mid game, they can just kind of demolish you. But we'll see. We'll see what he decides to go. Aztec is probably decent. Russia's decent. Let's go. It's not rocket science here. You knew what the map pool was. And let's give him a little nudge. India. Yeah, I think India's a solid pick here, especially because we got these little animals that run up the left side that give India extra XP. Wait, is he talking to me? No. Who's he talking to? Oh, this. But why if he has 120? But he's got 2 Aztec home cities. The Garja's asking him. He has a level 125 one. Oh, what am I doing? Jaguar Park, Japari Park. Okay. These decks are. They don't make me feel too confident. But we'll see. Aztec versus India. We'll see what's gonna happen. Honestly, this is a matchup that I feel like, no matter now I'm pretty bad with Aztec, which could explain why. But no matter what side of the matchup I play, I lose. Like if I play India, I just get starved to death and have no food. And if I play Aztec, then I get caught by a huge unit pop under the aggro, or get have a counter timing push that just obliterates me. But we'll see. I mean, I know Garja's comfortable with India. Like I said, I don't know hardly anything about this guy, so I don't know what civs he plays, if he's good with Aztec. We'll see. I am ready to go though. Okay, finally, here we go. We in. Garja versus Raiku. Probably not how you say it, but it's cool. Aztec versus India. It looks to me like Garja is missing a hunt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll see what they have to say about that.
Yes.
Or wait. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I thought for a second that that was 2, but... I mean, that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is definitely bigger than 3. So... who cares? Garja's not in the chat to complain about how that shouldn't be rehosted, so whatever. Okay, looks like this time they both have 5. What the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is great, honestly, hunt-wise. Mine-wise, their mines are almost symmetrical. Honestly. Ooh, it's bad mines for Garja. This one's really far in the back and this one's really far in the front, but it's it's symmetrical. It's exactly the same for blue. So we're gonna leave it alone. I bet he's gonna, if he loses, I bet he'll complain about that. So they're both going to the left side of the map here to collect the llamas. They're not really that good for Aztec, but you collect them basically just so that India cannot collect them. There should be one more back here. I guess blue was going for that one, but he was a little bit late to the draw, and he'll get the other one that was. He'll get the other one that was back here. And I wonder if it's worth it for Garja to go for that cow. Although the 120 XP is definitely better. So that's probably what he's going for. It'll take that cow ages to make him 120 XP. And it's an interesting scouting pattern from blue. What is he? There's not really anything that good for him. I mean, that Ville's super good, but it's super hard to take that Ville if it's guarded by 4 of these guys. Because these guys, unless they're doing melee damage, they just do crazy damage. Okay, and he's getting the cow too. And he's at 6, and it'll be 7 livestock with that cow. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice XP. That's a nice XP thing trickle for him. And Aztec sending 3 Villes, completely normal. Garja will be sending the wood trickle, also completely normal. And he okay, that's nice. He converted one of those outlaws. This outlaw can be so nice against India, because if you micro it against the Indian explorers, they can never get in range to do their stomp, to stun him, and they do crazy damage. And then he'll get another one, because what he'll do is he'll come back when his convert is ready, come back, convert another one, kill the last one, get that 135 wood, and also have 2 of these guys. And Garja aging at a really nice time, aging up pre-3 minutes with 4 Villes on the Agra. So he'll be up like not that much later than Aztec. And he's gonna pick up this native scout. That's nice. Aztec will be queuing up the age any second now. He aged with an extra Ville. Normally you age with 6 or 15 Villes. I guess he aged with 16. And as a result, he's not going to be up until like almost 4 minutes, which is quite late for Aztec. Well, on the other hand, Garja is going to be up at like 4:10 or 4:15. which is really a good age up time for India. Although he's sacrificing a lot because these 3 vills normally would be gathering resources. But I guess, I mean, I'm sure Garja probably knows what he's doing. It's probably some sort of counter build. Although it doesn't look like Aztecs playing aggressive. So I don't know how this is going to work out. Let's look at his deck real quick. I mean, it's a pretty standard deck. That's a kind of weird card, and that's kind of a weird card. But outside of that, I mean, it looks pretty normal to me. And yeah, Aztec doing in-base War Hut. So it's going to be interesting to see what both players end up doing. I imagine we'll see Aztec sending greedy shipments, like 3 war, like he'll probably go 700 wood, 3 war priest, like 5 vill or something like that. I really hope he doesn't send units or 5 villages first. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really play Aztec that much. I guess if he's not really training very many units, he won't really need the wood. And Garja's scouted, I think, that nothing too forward is happening, so he's sending the kind of standard Dutch, or I'm sorry, India 600 wood. If we look at the text being researched, he's starting in text complete. He's starting to get the market upgrades, which is pretty standard. And yeah, nice. That's what I was hoping for, 3 warrior priests. So yeah, he is playing greedy. I'm not really sure what the purpose of these pikes are. I guess if he's worried about getting raided, maybe. But you know, India is usually pretty late in adding cav. And those pikemans aren't going to do too much versus Sepoy or Gurkha. And Garja just scouting both sides, covering his bases, being sure there's no weird proxy FB that he didn't see. And getting that extra vill is nice. And I wonder, is he dancing for experience, or is he dancing for war priests? Because I feel like if he was dancing for war priests, one should have be popping just about. Oh yeah, there, he just popped. And he's sort of pushing forward with just like 6 pikemen and these. Now those, I mean, like I said earlier, those pistolero guys, they're nothing to sneeze at. They're pretty good, but I don't think he's really gonna accomplish too much with this. 3 more pikemen coming. He's just like trickling pikemen out. Not really sure what the point of that is. He might catch one of these explorers if Garja's not careful. And 10 mace coming in. I'm not sure about that. Because really, when you ship units, okay, so he's kind of pushing across the map, wants to put a little pressure on, and Garja getting all the market upgrades. Now he's got everything but the slowest trade gathering ones, which are the ones that do 5% of both of all things being gathered and 10% of all resources being gathered. So I'm sure we'll see him queue those up here in just a second. And yeah, he's got what it looks like 7, yeah, it says right here, 7 warrior priests. So he's coming close. He'll have his fire pit maxed out in just a minute or 2. I mean, that's always nice for Aztec, because you can put it on experience dance and spam out shipments. You can put it on attack dance and get a big boost to your military. Either way is pretty nice. Garja going the big trickle now. So he's gone full greed basically. Okay, yeah, he's got every single market upgrade but Imperial Bureaucracy, which I imagine he'll queue up as soon as he gets to, oh, nope, he's queuing it up now. So he's got every single market upgrade, he's got both trickles, he's got Ottoman Consulate vills. So that's why we're seeing that he's quite several vills ahead here. And it feels to me, like watching this game, that blue just kind of doesn't really have a game plan. And that's what one good thing about Garja is he kind of always has a game plan and a strategy of what he wants to do. Well, to me here, it just kind of feels like Blue's just... I mean, not to say that his build is bad, but he's not really hitting any sort of timing. He's just kind of doing some just kind of random stuff. That's not bad, but it's really better if you can hit some sort of nice timing. And Garja is probably about to have goons out, and that'll scare off this. Although I guess the Agra Fort and the TC fire was enough to scare out that army. I mean, now Garja's kind of got two choices here. The way that he was macroing, it looked like he might be trying to age, but I think this pressure by Aztec is just kind of... He's decided that he's just going to spam out Gurkha Zambarak, which is quite a strong combination. And he's still on auto consulate, and he does have enough for the auto hussars or the Minutemen. So that's just additional stuff that could pop. And this is a decent mass coming out from Aztec, especially if he gets attack dance on this. If he just kind of mashes everything in, depending on unit positioning, this could be not incredibly easy for Garja to hold. Although I imagine we'll see like 3 different sets of Minutemen coming out, and these units they're kind of, this is good positioning for Garja, because the coyotes are kind of, they're not doing too much, they're just kind of running around, and now they're basically all dead, and coyote combat coming in once they're basically all dead. And if you're Blue, really, you need to retreat probably at this point. Although I don't know, this isn't the worst trade in the world for him. He's killing some villagers. This fight's going better for him than I imagined it would. I think it's kind of a mistake from Garja not popping any sort of Minutemen. And the Minutemen now coming out, but basically all the Gurkha are dead now. So really, Garja's gonna clean this up. But this was a decent, honestly, it was a decent trade coming out from Blue. I did not think that it would go this well for him. Now that being said, you know, what does he do from here? He's used his big unit shipments. He needs to kill that, just shoot that Zambarak. But through that fight, he did kill several vills, so it did kind of even up the military unit population a little bit. Or I'm sorry, the economic unit population. So I'm not really sure who won that. I think I would say Garja is probably potentially in a little better position. The only thing that I'm worried about for him is that, well, I guess he's got a decent amount of hunt here, and he's still got these hunts, so he's still got plenty of hunts. I guess you don't really have to worry. I think Aztec should probably try to age, because he knows this is a big map. It's going to take Garja a while to push across this map. He's just cleaned up Garja's army. I think if he moving this to XP Dance, and then shipping, which it looks like it is on XP Dance, shipping gold crates and trying to age, I think would be an appropriate play here. Although, I mean, he's got, you know, he's got mace. He's got a skirmisher unit in Age 2. And Coyote, once you get attack dance and the coyote combat, aren't bad, really. Still, like, that being said, I do think aging would be a little bit smarter, because I don't think Aztec is ever going to be able to win pushing into India's base here. I think that he could starve him out, especially when he has to move over to these hunts. We'll see, though. I mean, I could be completely wrong about that, because it is 20 units in Aztec's favor, although his units are cheaper and not quite as good. And he is. Oh no, no, no! Go back. He's spamming out quite a lot of units here. Although the same could be said for Garja. And he's getting a few coyotes for free here. But again, I feel like Aztec would be better off aging. Is what my gut tells me, because I think that he's really gonna struggle a little bit pushing in. Oh, and you please pay attention. He literally just lost like 5 mace for free. He is on attack dance, but there's so much cav, and they do have this upgrade. So they're so good. They've got both upgrades now. So these coyotes are just gonna drop. And I think Garja is probably gonna clean this up. Although I said that last fight and it ended up being pretty even. The Agra Fort's not gonna go down probably. There's only like 6 pikemen. I guess I sort of am underestimating the impact of attack dance. Although he's not having great unit control, honestly, and the military's evening up, and Garja obviously has quicker reinforcements. I think Blue needs to go back now. And where's his explorer? Oh, and this is just all these coyotes are gonna die. Unless Blue micros a little bit better. Okay, and he's sacrificing these mace so that he can escape with the coyotes. And now Garja's up in military. Eco's still really close. But I don't know, I feel like, again, like I've said like 3 or 4 times now, that Blue, in order for his units to be competitive with Garja's units, he really needs to age. Because now Garja, he shipped 3 straight upgrade cards. So these Sours, 29, they do 29 attack, times 2 versus infantry. So they do basically 60 damage towards mace, which only have 80 HP in the first place. So they basically just 2-shot Mace Haltons now. Obviously, they don't do as well versus coyotes or pumas, but still. We'll see though, because now, you know, Garja is completely out of. He's used up both of his mines in base, and now he's he's mining over here, which kind of sucks for him. And he's hunting over here. And he switched to attack dance, so Garja knows he's got to know that he's coming somewhere. And down go probably 3 vills. Yeah, 3 vills. Maybe there's a 4th vill, maybe a 5th. And this is again, Aztecs remass so fast. It's a little deceptive because his units are cheaper, but this fight's probably gonna like, if Blue cleans up this fight, then he's gonna win the game. Because Garja's just gonna lose so many vills, and he's using his vills to tank, and Blue is wasting a lot of his attack on the vills. And we can see he's killed a lot of vills, but the military unit population is evening up. But it's gonna be hard for Garja to recover from losing this many vills, honestly. That being said, he is gonna clean up. He's gonna clean up this fight. But he's lost so many vills. So really, at this point, you know, Blue needs to go back, and Garja really needs to make something happen. Because he lost, like, we can go to units lost. Holy mother of God. This man, he's lost 31 vills. And probably 25 of them were in that fight there. So yeah, he knows he lost a ton of vills there. He's 20 vills down. He needs to make something happen. So he's pushing out here, and blue. Oh, this is bad for blue. He's run out of food in base, and instead of trying to secure map, he's dropped a farm, and it's gonna be very, very hard for him to remass because of having a low amount of food. And if Garja comes over here, which it looks like he is, that could be big bad for blue. Because at that point, he will literally only have 10 vills gathering food. So even though Garja is down 14 vills, 13 vills now, 10 of these vills are over here. And I honestly, I think Garja's probably won this game. I think over here, blue did spent too much time focusing down vills, which is why he got cleaned up so easily. And blue's just spamming out 700 coin now because, I mean, what else? He probably doesn't really have any other shipments to send. Yeah, he has no more shipments, but 4 Jaguars. And now it's blue's turn to be losing vills, and he needs to pop the big button from here, go to attack dance, and then pray. They're the Jags, but Garja's going back. I think he realizes now that blue is not here. Blue is not here. He's seen that mill. He knows that blue's in a tough position food-wise. So he knows that at this point now, even though he knows that he's probably down in vills, there's not a huge reason to push. He's seeing the score gap evening up, so he knows that blue's struggling to gather resources. And yeah, I think at this point, Garja is definitely in a strong position. 5 Setboy shipment coming in. That's probably his last shipment. Because he shipped this. So yeah, all his other shipments are age 1. And I just don't see blue ever being able to clean this mass up. Because these units from Garja are just so good. I mean, these guys do 80 damage. Well, 76 damage towards cav. And this farm, it really needs to be in the back. And there's another farm, and these vills, oh, they path terrible. Oh no, he just assigned them to wood. He didn't pull them back. Oh, and now they're both gonna see. They're both gonna see each other's vills here. And Garja's aging too. Setboy coming in here. Oh, but blue coming over here too with his all these. This is a big massive coyote. And although Garja coming in with his counter unit Zams, and the mace aren't there yet, these Zams are just gonna go in on the coyotes. We're just gonna be seeing plus 11s everywhere. And yeah, this game feels over. It was close. I think blue definitely had opportunity, but he, I think the key fight down here just did not go in his favor. So Garja is just, he knows there's no reason to push. He's waiting for the age up, to get his unit upgrades, get even his Mansabar units. And then at that point, he's just gonna crush Aztec. Like a, right now, blue is like a ladybug in Garja's fingers. And Garja's starting to apply a little bit of pressure, and he's getting ready to crush him. And there will be ladybug parts everywhere. Yeah, I mean, blue knows that. I mean, I think in his heart he knows that He probably can't win this fight, but he has to try anyway. He needs attack dance. And Garja didn't queue any unit upgrades yet, so that's good for Blue, but again, there's just so much XP coming in for Garja. Now he's gonna get his hand cav on these Mace Haltons, and the GG will be coming out probably in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, that's all she wrote, brothers and sisters. That was a nice game though. I think Blue definitely played better than he did the first game. He definitely had opportunity to win. But I think this is the fight where we could see he's so far ahead. We want to go to population. He's so far ahead in population, but he focuses on villagers, and we'll see at that same time, Garja goes down from 49, to 26 villagers. But he won that fight. He held. And honestly, if Blue had still had hunts at that point, I think Blue would have won. But the fact that all of his hunts were middle of the map, and he had no way to contest middle of the map, had to transition to farms, that really kind of cost him the game there. He really should have focused more on fighting the Garja's units, and then Vills after. But it was a nice game. So we'll see. Maybe we can see the reverse sweep here. Out of our lad. Oh, it is. It is winner picks. I forgot they did change this tournament to winner picks. Instead of an alternating pick. Winner picks isn't quite as fair because you're punishing the person who won the game, but it does lead to closer series, which is, I think, what everybody wants. Okay, Jap versus French. On Florida. This is going to be interesting. This is as we've seen in other games, sometimes quite a nice map for Japan, because if you can take the native TPs, the Yumis just get obscenely good stats. Like, just disgustingly good. I wonder if Raikou knows about that though. And Garja probably just taking a minute, thinking about what his game plan's going to be for this game. Smart to do. Kind of get an idea of what he wants to do in his head before the game starts. So we'll see. I imagine we'll see him Probably making a few units in age 2 and then going age 3 and pushing with cannons. I think that tends to be the best way. The best way to play it from French's side. And we'll see if this kid Blue knows if he'll go water or if he knows about the native up. So yeah, here we go, game 3. I need to change the score because I didn't at the end of last game. French versus Japan. I'm not as concerned about the resources for this particular matchup because they don't matter as much. The mines matter, but it looks like the mines are relatively even. Oh, and this is not good. This is not good berry placement. You want the berries to be behind your town center so that oh, and he better be careful with this sheep or he's gonna lose it. Yeah, he just lost that sheep. You want the berries behind the town center so that the TC's protecting them, and if somebody's pushing in, you don't have to move your villas into your TC as quickly. That's a nice treasure, 75 wood. Either player would like that, and he's going to lose another sheep. So he's gotten 2 sheep so far and lost 2 of them, versus, well, Garja's gotten 4 just with 1 scout. That's a little bit sloppy. Although getting this native scout is quite nice. What's this? 60 food. That's a nice treasure. I think blue is very, very close to being able to see it though. Yeah, he's definitely seen it. So he'll be able to contest that nicely. And he's way over gathered on wood. On EP you only want to gather 102 wood. And he's gathered 146. So honestly, at that point, I'd just assume just drop a shrine before. Oh, shoot! Nope, shoot the alligator. Oh, that was close. I think Garja got it though. Yeah. If he'd shot the alligator, like gotten a divine strike right there, he would have gotten the treasure. But he wasn't paying attention. And I wonder, it'd be nice to see, I think, shipping boats, is better. Yeah, he did ship boats. Nice. Why won't his deck show up for me? There we go. Yeah, he shipped boats. And I wonder if, okay, neither player took advantage of the free market. Honestly, with this Miss Macro, I just gather a tiny, teensy-weensy bit of coin and then get the coin upgrade. Although I guess he, oh, that's why he overgathered wood, was because he knew he could come in and get this treasure and get another shrine up. Although he's still overgathered by a little bit, but it's much less egregious than I thought it was. So that's nice. And there's I think, one of the last sheep on the map, Garja's running right towards it. Oh, no. He's diverted away. Okay, are we gonna build our shrine? And Garja getting 80 wood up here. Wood treasures are always nice for any civ. All the time that he's spending not building this shrine, he's losing res that shrine could have been generating. So really, you don't want to be... Okay, he's dropped it up here. He should have just made it right here, honestly. Garja aging up a little bit after 3 minutes, normal age time. Japan aging up a little after 3 minutes. A little bit late, but it wasn't a wood start, so I'll allow it. It's not the worst age time. And he's putting 2 vills on the wonders, so that makes up for it a little bit. Ooh, 105 coin, treasure contention. A stun, what he should do is he should have stunned it now and then tried to get a divine strike. No, Garja's just gonna give it up though. And that's nice. He can get some market upgrades with that. Really the food market upgrade isn't as good if you ship fishing boats because you don't have hardly as many vills on food, but I'd still get it just because why not? You have the resources for it. And I don't know why he poofed away both of his explorers. He should have just poofed one, built shrines up here with one. Oh, he's going for a TP. This moon likes his TPs. He took a TP with Dutch, and now he's taking a TP with Japan. And Garja getting his hunting dogs in, getting macroed for. He's got food macroed. What am I saying? He's got wood and gold macroed for hunting dogs, and it looks like he's gonna probably make forward racks. He's probably gonna make some pikemen out of it. Or maybe some musketeers, but really it should be pikemen to contest shrines. Although blue doesn't really have shrines. Like, he's got the one up here and the one over here, and that's really it. He's aging before 5 minutes, so that's acceptable. He's not shipping a shipment. He really needs to get that shipment sent. There we go. And what is it? I guess it doesn't show me what it is. We'll see what it is here in just a second, though. And Garja's shipping wood first, so yeah. Although the fact that he's shipping wood first kind of tells me that he wants to play a little extended age 2. I thought that he would just want to make a few pikes and then age, but maybe not. And that was, he should have had that native scout invisible right here. Could have gotten so much free information. Yeah, there's 600 wood. Pretty normal. And he can honestly, like, that's what sucks about making 5 pikes first, is if, I don't know why he poofed away. He could have just kept on fighting that, and if you get lucky and get some divine strikes, you can literally take out like 3 or 4 pikemen before the shrine even goes down. But he poofed the other one away for some reason. I guess because he was afraid of being housed and wanted to build a shrine with it. And there's 5 musketeers out. And, oh, what? Why? Why did he ship the daimyo? That feels way too early. To ship the daimyo. And there's the port consulate boats too, so he's got a nice little eco going for him. Like, and Garja he's gonna ship coin after this and then age. I don't understand the daimyo. And he is gonna save that shrine, so that's nice. Boy, both players AFK. Neither of them noticed that. The pikes just attacked because the daimyo literally ran right next to them. And Garja's aging at this point, and I'm not really sure what he's basically just wasted his shipment on this daimyo. 5 ashies. I mean, I guess he can siege this racks down now. So what I'd do, actually, he's not maybe in a terrible spot. Siege that racks down, and then, and Garja got a stage couch. Siege that racks down, and then just use these ashies to just try to just run around Garja's base and just, like, idle him. Honestly, at this point, what I'd do, I would, once I see the age up, right-click the TC, start training Nagis from the daimyo. Because you know the only units that Garja's going to be making from here is going to be skirms. So you know that he's going to be shipping, you know that he'll be shipping 5 dragoons. But if you positions his units properly, then, and trains Nagis, oh, but back-to-back 5 ashies. See, this is a problem now. Is how is he going to deal with an 8 skirm shipment, or how is he going to deal with a cannon shipment? He needs Nagis to be coming out. And we'll see what Garja ships, if he's going to ship skirms, goons, or cannons. Oh, this TC is, I mean, it's going down fast. And see now, how is he going to deal with these? How is he, I guess he has a lot of musketeers. Oh, and there's Nagis, 5 Nagis. This could be big bad for Garja, honestly. This is a little bit scary. Just, come on, kill the pikemen. And now at this point, if Blue has any semblance of micro whatsoever, he's just going to completely clean this up. And Garja just shipped another shipment. I'm not sure what it is. And he needs to just pull these musks back now. And honestly, this does not feel good for Garja. He needs to just clean these. He needs to clean these terms up. This does not feel good for Garja at all. Although Blue is wasting a decent amount of musketeers, and there's 5 dragoons. He needs to not use. Oh, please pull a daimyo back. Thank you. Look at the eco though. So even if Garja holds this, oh my, oh, this man shipped pikemen. Oh. Oh man, that's wild. That is wild. Really, just use those pikemen and just right-click the TC. Pull your daimyo back, please. Please, pull him back. Oh no. Well, the daimyos. Oh, Garja didn't focus the daimyo. Oh, it's close. Here's the thing though, is even if Garja cleans up his whole army, he has 15 villagers. No, and that's recalculated. He has this man has 12 villagers. He's about to have 12 villagers and no TC. Just right click the TC. Like at this point, why not? Like, just why not? And there's a Yumi shipment. This bitch just shipping straight units, adding Nagi. Oh, this is wild. The reverse sweep, boys. I can feel it. That was such a wild. Such a wild build coming out of Blue. I wonder how many market upgrades he had. Oh shit! It won't let me change now. But yeah, he just hit that nice timing. Right, like here where he just had a ton of units and Garja just didn't have anything. He caught the skirms. He killed a ton of vills. Like that. That was an interesting little game there. Yeah, it was. I'm not completely sure whether or not Blue had just intentionally hit that really nice timing right about the time that Garja aged, or if he just did random stuff and it ended up working out. I better look up the rules of this tournament to see if there's a Civ reset. Tournament information. Rules and information. Civ restrictions. Once you have won with a civilization, you may not use it again. So you could you could hypothetically play the same civ 3 times, I guess. That means there isn't a limit to the number of times a civilization can be played in a row, providing the player does not win with it. So yeah, you could hypothetically play the same civ 3 times in a row, and if you lose every game, then that's fine. But once you win with a civ, you can't use it again. I kind of like that, because that means that you have to, you know, and normally in a best of 5, you could win twice with your best civ and then once with your second best civ, but now you really have to win games with 3 civs. So you have to have a little bit of a deeper civ pool. And I need to remember to change the score after this. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Game number 4. Baja, California, German Mirror. Raikou versus Garja. Garja in the lead, 2-1. Raikou coming back with that reverse sweep. And real quick, we gotta, what's the crate start? Oh, it's a gold start. So, Garja will definitely be making a market. We'll see if Blue decides to make a market or not. Okay, never mind, I'm a liar. Garja is not picking up his coin, is not making a market. So I guess it was a 200 food start. On the 200 food start, it is a little bit harder to go market. On a 300 food start, you can pretty easily. So let's see, we'll turn this Fog of War on, see what treasures they're getting. 70 XP, it's worth getting, probably. Unless you want to look for bigger treasures. It really is 90 XP, because you get 20 from killing those coyotes. Well, this, the Cougar kit, nobody ever, there's no love for the Cougar, honestly. Nobody ever gets him. And yeah, I mean, we could already see Garja's a little bit, he'll get his settler wagons out faster because of that. So it'll net him a little bit of free resources. Which is quite nice in a mirror. I mean, any little way that you can get ahead in a mirror is worth it. Ooh, 120 XP. But our boy Garja here is probably, we'll see which side of the cliffs he goes on. If he goes on the left side, oh, nope, he's going on the right side of the cliffs, and he has seen this treasure. So I favor him in terms of getting it. If he has his shot back too, he can shot the bear real quick, and then take it. Yup. Run, Blue, or he'll snare you too. Oh no, Blue. That sucks. He lost the treasure, and he got snared. So now he's just got to run back to his TC, maybe punch a little bit with a Vil. Because really, you cannot lose. He cannot. If he loses his Explorer, the game's probably over. Because really, German, you have to take a TP in transition. If he doesn't take a TP, and Garja does, his shipment progression is going to be so much slower. And he's probably going to lose the game. Oh, I don't know if Garja made a mistake there or is letting him get away. Although this is the herding from Blue has been a little bit suspect. I think he's gonna age really late because he's not herded properly. He should have shot this one. Oh, although that one's only got 1 hit. I don't know. Surprised Garja. Oh, Garja didn't see that because he came up this way. And Garja's queued up the age, and Blue's again because of his poor herding, aging a little bit later, about 5 or 8 seconds later than Garja is. Which I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably going to be okay. But like I was saying earlier, in a mirror, kind of every little advantage you can get really can kind of make a big deal. So we'll see. And this is a lot of bills on wood. I guess for both players. I guess they're just trying to get that TP up as fast as possible. Garja already building his. This is another feels bad man for blue. He's going to try to build this TP, but that TP's been built, so he's going to have to walk all the way down here, and he's going to be late on his TP if he doesn't get snared. Yeah, that's a feels bad man. And Garja already has a market up. Oh, wait. Has blue... Oh, please don't be sending this fill to make the TP. Please. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's already missed the pass. There's literally no reason to be building the TP with a Vil. I think somebody did the math, and it literally is just useless. Like, you're just wasting the settler wagon. It really feels like on the little things, Garja is just doing a much better job. In terms of herding, in terms of macroing, in terms of, you know, just doing things. So he's going to barracks, which is interesting. I guess you can go barracks, make a few pikemen, and use them to stop raids, and spend less resources than your opponent who's making cav, and then age faster. And what? Let's look at the text complete. Yeah, well, neither of them have steel traps, so. Oh no, he's making pikemen to try to take the TP line too. That's also nice. Oh, and he's gonna use these extra Ulan to help get this treasure. Although the bear should be attacking the explorer, not the Ulan. Now this Ulan will die in one less hit than he would have before, which I doubt it's gonna matter, but it potentially could be a good deal. And I wonder, I guess Garja's making dops. He's not making pike because he's got so many Vils on coin. He's got to be making dops. Yeah, there's the 5 dops popping. And some Ulan popping, but what, I mean, those Ulan versus dops, I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, they're not going to do anything. So yeah, he's got no choice now but to retreat. And I wonder if we'll see Garja trying to get a good old stage couch here. We'll see he shipped wood, so he probably can if he wants to. And really, our boy Blue, he should be raiding, I feel like. Because right now he's invested into making some Ulans, and those Ulans have not done anything, and he's investing into Gang Saw with 0 Vils on wood. I'm not real confident that that is a good idea, and it doesn't really look like Garja's going to be getting Stagecoach. She's just massing some dops in base. I wonder if he's going to go for some sort of weird H2 dop timing, or if he's going to try to age. Because blue is definitely macroing to age, it looks like, although he's got way too many Vils on gold. But here's the thing, if Garja goes and tries to right-click his base, yeah, so here's the timing. He'll have a batch of dops popping here in just a second. This 3 dop shipment, these 9 dops, oh, and he decided to train some crossbows. And now he's just going to go across the map and try to right-click blue. And blue just, I mean, you can just tell at the military unit population. One, he's got no idea that this is coming. And 2, I don't know how he's going to hold it. He doesn't have a shipment to send units. No, oh wait, he's got a shipment on the way. He better hope that it's like 8 crossbows. He should probably be focusing the Doppelsounders, not the Ulans. So there's Minutemen. Please be 8 crossbows. Please be. Oh, there's a. Okay. 8 crossbow, please. 8 crossbow, please. 8 crossbow, please. Okay, there's no 8 crossbow. So I feel this game's over. I mean, he's just Blue is just not going to be able to mass enough to be able to keep up with Garja at this point. There's 8 crossbows from Garja, so that nullifies an 8 crossbow shipment from Blue. There's a nice little timing. He took advantage of the. Oh no! Now he's just deleting these stops. Although Garja's not paying attention. Garja, wake up, man! He just lost. He lost a decent amount of stuff because he wasn't paying attention. But I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Garja killed his explorer. Blue had literally no scouting. He was macroing to age. Then all of a sudden, Garja hits with his timing. And okay. I mean, I guess okay, there's 5. I was gonna say, I guess there aren't too many doppels, but there are 5 more doppels coming in. And really, at this point, Blue, well, I don't even know. He needs like another 5 doppel pop with an 8 expo pop and just completely catch Garja's army. Okay, there's the 8 crossbow. Please don't engage there. Yeah, he's gotten caught by the doppels now, and once you get caught by EP doppels, Garja's just gonna clean this whole thing up, yeah. And it was just a lack of scouting that cost him that game. He had no idea that time was coming, that timing was coming. And I mean, it just killed him. Yeah, right here. Here was the timing. Here was where he popped Minutemen and Dops. But I mean, you can just see it's just not enough.